All right, guys. It is almost spring break, and I've got a task for you while you're um, obviously stuck at home. Obviously, here in New York State, we have a lot of really good geology and some really cool things to see. Um, there are quite a few state parks in New York, and as you can see on the map on the screen, there's quite a few in our area. If you zoom in on Syracuse, Green Lake State Park, which I did a video of, you guys saw that. Clark Reservation State Park, which is a worthwhile visit. Chittenango Falls State Park, which you may have been to before. So those are three that are like within 5, 10, 20 minutes of wherever you live, most likely. Then there's a whole bunch up on Lake Ontario up here. Chimney Bluffs is a really cool park. Fairhaven Beach is a really nice place to visit in the summertime. And then there's a whole bunch in the Finger Lakes area that, that's my stomping ground. So um, these are places that I would love for you to go visit over your spring break. Now, I know some of you don't have the capability of doing that. Your parents may be working and you can't get out to any of these parks, but here's my suggestion. Go to one, whether it's the ones that are close to Syracuse or to the ones that are in the Finger Lakes area or up on Lake Ontario. I'd love you to go to one of them. Okay. Now, if you go to one, I want you to take pictures. And I want you to take pictures of the scenery, obviously. But if you see any of those like signs that are, you know, along the trail or whatever, take a picture of the signs that has something to do with my class, something to do with earth science. And then what I'm going to have you do is submit your, like, basically your field trip to me. If you go to a park, and even if you can't go to a park, I want you to submit something. So you're going to have an assignment called New York State Parks. And you're going to submit basically a presentation of your information. And I have an example of that right here on my screen. So just tell me the name of the park that you went to, the latitude and the longitude of that park. Now, if you don't know how to find that, that's actually something that you can get from the New York State website, which I'll show you in a second. I want you to tell me a little bit about the park. Just give me a paragraph, a little bit about the geology of that region. It doesn't have to be long, a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences is good. Something to do with the earth science of that park. And then, at least 2 pictures. If they're your own, lovely. I want to see your own pictures. That'd be great. If you can't go for some odd reason, maybe your parents can't drive you or whatever, fine. Find some pictures online and some nice pictures that have to do with that state park. Okay, so your goal over break is to visit one park only, submit just this information, and I'll leave this up as an example for you guys to check out, and at least 2 pictures. Okay, I would love to see like 10, 20 pictures, but I don't need any more than 2 at the most. Okay, now if you want to have more information about the New York State Parks, this is their website, parks.newyork.gov, and I'll give you guys the information for that as well. Just a heads up, they do have some updates on COVID-19 on their website. So there are some parking limitations, some trails are still closed. Most of the playgrounds and, like sports fields and stuff like that are closed. Some of the trails are closed. I know Watkins Glen in particular is closed right now, and that's not due to COVID-19. That's just due to the season. They still need to clean up the Gorge Trail before you can go hiking through there. So some of these parks you might want to check out, make sure that they're open before you go visiting them. Green Lakes is totally open. I was there not that long ago. Okay. Now, if you want to find more information about each park, just go down to the bottom here and you can type in or find any park that's in New York State. For example, the one that I did, Watkins Glen State Park, is right here. And it will tell you all kinds of information about the park, including, information that you might want to just type in about the education. The latitude and the longitude of that park is right here too. So you don't really have to look anything up. Just go to the website. Now, if you can't visit any of these parks, some of these actually have virtual tours. And that would be a worthwhile thing to do. Check out the virtual tour. There's like 360-degree images of a lot of the geology in that region. And it tells you a little bit about it as well. Okay, so I want you to just visit one, check it out. Okay, check out the 360 tours of these things. Cavern Cascade is really cool. You go underneath the waterfall over there and it drops down like 50 feet down below. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's your task over break. Go to a park, take pictures, and then send me the information. Okay? Guys, enjoy your break. Have a good time off, and learn something while you're off. Okay? All right. Thanks.